it's 4 days till departure, and this is the current state of the boat. I am still working full-time and ready to go. I'm working almost full-time on the boat, getting ready to go, and I'm still working at my job full-time. So today in the dumping rain, woke up bright and early. Went to the 3 different grocery stores that we frequent for boat resupplies, and now have to run to work. The day after work we have to go drive almost 2 hours round trip and go and get a dinghy, and we're getting close to being done though. Well, after days and days of rain, the weather finally turned nice again, and we got the dinghy back to the boat. No idea where it's gonna go. I guess it just kind of has to go right there. Okay, I've been at this for about 2 sweaty hours now, and I've gotten to the point where what I have is pretty organized. So basically we have stuff that's open up above. We have kind of a first round of backups and stuff that we still use down below. So we got some cans, some stuff that's open but doesn't fit up there, like flour, tortillas that are open, and kind of a first round of resupplies. And we have a box that's cram full. Got pasta and Triscuits and more pasta sauce and backup coffee and stuff, and then there's an entire layer of cans on the bottom of that box. And then we got kind of a lighter dry food backup box that has, just more general stuff in it. No cans in that one. Now I just have to figure out where to put these. Well, it's Wednesday and we depart on Saturday. Wednesday at almost 8:30. Stays light here, so late right now. It's really nice. Tomorrow might be my last day at work. Friday might be my last day at work. Depends on what my business, or what the owners of the company I work for decide to do about the economic blackout day on Friday. But this feels so much better. Finally have benches mostly open. Cleared up space in the hanging locker. So again, kind of open food. And this is really packed full. There's just rows of beans underneath and tomatoes. Have under the captain's desk kind of a heavyweight food store. It's low, it's near the center of gravity of the boat. Have a pretty lightweight food store, obviously except the cans up there. This needs to be reinforced at some point. Discovered that that's really weak today, so that's kind of a bummer, but that'll be a project. And then this is kind of the last load of stuff that's going off the boat. It's a lot of clothing and then a few miscellaneous ends that we don't need for the next 3 months. It's coming down to it. Basically tomorrow morning I have to finish everything to get the boat ready to sail. Because then Friday I want to just kind of relax and have that as an extra day for when inevitably stuff doesn't go right. And then Saturday bright and early we leave. So I'll do a full longer tour of our solar system at some point, since I think that that's something people are interested in, how we're able to live on anchor without any connection to dock power long term. Being able to work, run our laptops, our cell booster, our refrigerator, all that off of a pretty minimal solar system that really wasn't that expensive. So I'll go over all that in more detail, but this morning, one of the last things before we leave dock, I have 2 solar charge controllers. Essentially the way it works is we have our main solar panels on the stern, and then we have what I call our auxiliary solar panel. It goes on the bow when we're not sailing, so when we're at anchor. it adds another 100 watts. We have 200 watts of solar on the stern. We can add another 100 watts on the bow. To keep the circuits always closed and just a little more simplistic, I have two different solar charge controllers. The two stern panels go to one controller, and the auxiliary panel has its own controller. I wired it up knowing that the fuse going between the charge controller and the battery was in the mail, and it should get here within like 2 days of wiring it. I saw some other people on YouTube who were wiring their panels, and their fuses were also back ordered, and so they went ahead and wired without the fuse. I decided to do the same thing, and I crawled under the boat yesterday, and our panel is dead. It won't turn on. So I messed with it for a little while, tried to find some information online, couldn't really. Decided to just call this one dead since we're on a timeline to get out of dock here, and just ordered a new one. So I should get here today. And so now I'm wiring in a fuse between, yes, I understand this looks like it's the neutral or the ground. It's not, it is the hot, because stuff got wired a little bit backwards out the panel. So that's not the problem. I'm sure that this is the hot going into the hot that we wired the fuse into, and then there's also a fuse between the battery and the controller. So this should not happen again, but it's a little frustrating last minute to have to replace a $40 controller that should have just worked. Is what it is, and now we have fuses properly in line, and that should be like the last minute thing to fix. I say, knocking on all the wood in my boat. Well, we did it. We got out of Seattle.